Okay, today's anti-doll haul video is a sad one, kind of. I can't have this many things in my life, so I have to make choices. And I guess I decided Cave Club was my favorite. Ever After High, really big important part of my doll collecting, and these are my favorite ones. Now, I've already sold like some of the, what do they call, first chapter ones, and all of the ones that had those different colored boxes. But just like the video I did on my Monster High, my last favorite Monster High I was getting rid of, these, it's about the packaging. These ones I would never want to open, which is why they take up so much space. And I did dream of like living in a mansion one day and lining, well, these are a little different, we'll talk about them, but the reason why these different sets are my favorite is because you can line them all up and make this, and they look so good together, and you can pull them out like a book and then review the doll in the collection like that. So I just love the packaging. It's like perfect, and they're all the same, and they all match and they all go together. So this is the complete collection of the ones that have this kind of spine. Now, later near the end of the line, they did put out 3 of them. So maybe let's work backwards. So there were these 3 that came in these boxes, and later, and you see the purple, later they did reissue some of the other dolls, which, you know what, I have even more of these around somewhere. Yeah, I definitely do, because I know that I have some of the 2 re-releases of who are the 2 main characters, Raven and Blondie. Yeah, it's been so long. See, I guess that's why I can't keep track of all these toys. Anyway, they look so good on the shelf. I love the wraparound package. I love that they're squared off. The ones that had the rounded ones, they're a bit big. They did simplify these ones too, because it was later in the line. You know how Mattel usually comes out with super elaborate stuff, and then they simplify it as they go, and I usually like that. They take away some of the paint apps and stuff on it. But let's look at the last wave of new characters. I don't know if that's true. Some of the older stuff was in other packaging. I think these are the last 3 characters. You can correct me if I'm wrong, but this one is really cool. We've got a DJ girl, Melody. Wait, I should put on these crazy glasses and see. It was Melody Piper. Yeah, so that one's really cool. And then we have Fairy Good Fairy. Is that her name? Good Fairy. She was really cool. And then we have Justine Dancer, which maybe those ones are rare. I think maybe they're not. I know that I've seen a lot of Melodies. I think I actually have double of her somewhere too, unless I sold all of my doubles, and maybe that's why I don't have them. So here are some examples of some ones that they simplified and they stuck in these newer boxes. So I have I've got 2 Rosabellas. Maybe I'll keep one of those and open it. And then we have a Darling right here in her new packaging, compared to, let's see the differences. So these are the signature, what can you call those? Signature, first chapter is what they call them. But do we see a difference in them? Maybe not. Sometimes they take away rings. This one has the ring. Oh yeah, this one's missing the bracelet and the ring on her hand. So that is something that they would do, and they would take away. And then we have got our Rosabella. What did they take away on her? So she also has one of those bracelet ring things, and then it is not on in this new re-release. So I wouldn't mind that, and I was hoping that I was going to collect them. This is what I thought I was going to get. I thought I would be able to get all of the reissued ones in this packaging, And I would have been happy to have this on my wall, because especially because they do put a picture of the character opposed to just the name. As cool as this is, and how I really like how they look like real books, this was kind of almost better because they have the cameos of the actual character. So it would have been nice to keep your collection stored, and plus it's kind of hidden, nobody would really know what it was, and you could pull it out like a file and see. So let's look more at these signature collection that is done in this style. So this style would have been done around the 2014-2015 era. That's when these were on. Is it all 2015 or no, 2014-2015? So apparently Rosabella and Darling were two of the later ones in this series. So maybe that is why they put them in these colors, because they were in between the transition between this and this. So that kind of does make sense. But I know that they released the first chapter girls again in this packaging. Maybe not all of them. One's characters, in fact, like Bunny. I don't think that she got one of those buckles. Definitely not Alistair. So these two guys would have been, and they were later in the line too. 2014 though. No, so look how cool they are. This is why I like them so much. We didn't start this video out. Gingerbread House. It is kind of strange that it seems like these are so old, but I guess that they're not. Maybe this was the second wave when they started doing the packaging like this. Anyway, I love it. And then here is another first release character, Fabel Thorn. Really mysterious, cute characters. Gingerbread has like wooden, wait, where are her wooden legs? Wait, it's Gingerbread. I got her mixed up with one of our other favorites. Cedar Wood, who has the wood legs and stuff. Okay, and Kitty, one of my favorite characters. So it seems like late getting her too, but I guess not. 2014 it took us to get her. Really cool Cheshire cat girl. Very, very cute and cool. And then another favorite is Duchess, just because she is like kind of a vampire girl. I think she was a bad girl, if I remember correctly. And she had pale skin with the dark black hair. One of the only characters like that. So that was really cool. I mean, except for Raven, of course. But I really thought that she was very, very pretty. And who was she? She was daughter of the Swan Queen. Not that I'm telling you all of them. Now this series is, I think these were the first dolls that I ever bought, which is crazy. But I saw these at Toys R Us, and I'm pretty sure it was these. Yeah, and they were in like a sale bin, and they had so many of them, and people weren't buying them, and they were on sale, and I was buying action figures. I think they were $15, which seems like a lot. I could be thinking of that wrong, but maybe not. Maybe that was the price even back in 2015, 2014, or say 2014, but I guess they would be in the stores around 2015. I couldn't believe they cost less than the action figures I was buying, and the amount of, they were larger, and the amount of detail, and I liked this castle. I was super into collecting Imaginext castles, and all of the kings and princes and queens and all of that stuff that came in those characters. And I just liked that medieval, and I liked this time period, and I wanted to live in a castle, and like all of these details were totally my jam. And check out the lanterns and the accessories, and they look so good in their boxes. So the Through the Woods are a very special collection for me, and they look so good. And the stories, the cartoon was really, really good. I usually can't watch cartoons. I collect a lot of toys and I love them, but I can't really get behind them. But the stories, it was written very, very well, and I really, really did enjoy watching the animated series of all of these. And they had all kinds of special webisodes, and it was hard to keep track because they would split them up between movies and webisodes, and there's this journey, but it is kind of all over the place. But it is a very good series, and I liked the conflict. The conflict was so good with Ever After High between what you're supposed to do with your life, and but who you might be different from what you're calling, or what you were expected to be, and who you're expected to be, and who you really are. And I liked that torn between dilemma that these girls, and I guess no, the worst thing about Ever After High is every boy was a joke. That it was really, but I guess it was the girls' moment to shine. But they did make every single boy a total farce. So that's what this series was teaching little girls and little boys, that boys are a joke and they're unimportant. But I guess, men have belittled women for so long, so I guess it's about time. Anyway, you can see the patterns on here, and even the artwork and the pastels, and it's so turn of the century, and it's so like Elizabethan or Victorian, and just really cool packaging. And again, it would look so good on the shelf as a bookshelf. Check out Blondie here. So you get a good assortment of characters here too. I don't know if every character would have showed up in the collections that I have here, but maybe. Here is another one that was Through the Woods, the very first one I bought. And then this series is called I don't know. Sometimes it says, sugar coated. Sometimes it's because I have international ones, because I'm Canadian. Sometimes it doesn't even put the title, or it's hard to find it. So 3 sugar coated ones, which are cute. There's a lot of printed on stuff though. Is that apron printed on? No, there's a lot of unfinished edges. People do talk about how old Ever After High was made better, but there's still unfinished edges on clothing and stuff, and very ribbony polyester material, despite how good it looks. Anyway, super cute there for sugar coated. 2 more sugar coated ones. Cedarwood, there she is again. Look at the wood texture on her molded joints. She is a very cool special doll. And then we have this. Who is this one? This is Holly. Really cool to have these sisters, these twin sisters, who act differently from Rapunzel. That's really cool. But those are 2 different series. It is kind of cool how they split them up. Wait, are they twin sisters? I think maybe they're twins, if I remember correctly. Anyway, all kinds of baking goods in the sugar-coated. Oh, you can see this is an international one, different from the other one. And then this is a very special series, which it used to be super valuable because they were really rare, but I've noticed on eBay that they're not the rarest ones. They're not the most expensive. Funny, because Through the Woods was probably the most common series and easy to find when they came out. But somebody on eBay, I think, has found a huge stash, and apparently these Fairest Ever After, Fairest on Ice, does it say somewhere? Is one of these cards international? No, I bought them all the same place. Look, I think Fairest on Ice. I think that is what it's called. Anyway, there's 3 of these. They were super rare, Nobody had them. Everybody wanted. They were really expensive, but now they're not. They're not any more expensive, I don't think, with any of the other ones. This one I just sold. I have to send it off today. I probably will. So that means that it's over. The collection is incomplete. Anyway, we've got an Ashland, and this is a very beautiful series with the translucent, and everything does look like ice. So it was definitely a favorite, and I told myself I would never sell these three. But, you know, we got another Poppy. Wait, Poppy with long hair. That is kind of cool, because she always has short hair. I thought it was her sister, Holly. And then we have Duchess again. So she definitely fits this because, like I said, with her pale skin, she's kind of evil. So she's definitely an ice queen, which is perfect for her. And did I show you everything? I think I did. I think I did. I am probably mostly excited about getting the new, like, the one thing that I don't like about these is how thin their arms are. And now that we're getting the Barbie Dream Besties, I am super cool that we're getting something very similar to these, and hopefully that and the bodies are going to be thicker, but hopefully they'll be able to fit into standard Barbie clothes, and that'll be really cool, and that's what I'm hoping for. Anyway, I hope you like this collection. I have a link to my eBay store down below if you're looking for any of these. I only sell to Canada and the United States because otherwise shipping is over $100, so I apologize for that. We'll see you next time.